你好，我是 Josephine， 来听音乐会。
Hello， 大家好，我是江老师。
我是 Eric，
我看起来不太高兴。
你肚子痛哦？
因为我很紧张，因为我们现在要打 Skype 给那个法国的长笛家 Josephine，他就是今年3月刚得到 Nielsen 世界长笛大赛的第1名。我很紧张，因为我要讲英文。
那我先要按下去喽。来喽！
等一下，我们直接开场就这样子。好，等一下，好，这个影片呢，我们会访问大家一些长笛相关知识的。不会，等一下啦，一些长笛的知识，还有要跟 Eric 做一个比赛，就是比赛谁的长音比较长。Eric 为此已经刚刚练了非常的久，但是我觉得他一定会输。
我跟你讲，不一定哦。
听说男生的气都比较长，
对。
所以今天这个 competition 其实在起点是没有非常的公平的，但万一你还是输，就证明你真的是不过我原谅你，因为毕竟人家是世界大赛第1名。
对
，OK，好吧，我们可以理解。
好
，OK， 好，
那就来了。
然后开始我开启我的英文模式 ，Let's go，Bonjour，Bonjour，Ça va bien？Comment allez-vous？ I'm a little bit excited.
So my name is Eric, and she's Sunny.
Sunny.
First question: How long do you practice every day? Do you have any routine for practicing? For instance, I do Marcel Moïse Son Filet or Tafanel et Gobert, the scale or right hand. Tell me yours. What is your practicing routine?
I have a long one and a short one. The long one is when I have time to practice, like when I have a free day, I do 1 hour, and I have a short one for just before an orchestra rehearsal. Ideally, if I have really a lot of time, I start with vocalise.
Okay.
You know vocalise?
The Philippe Bernard.
Yeah. Yes. And then I move on to Tafanel and Gobert.
Okay.
Exercice journalier. The fourth one, you know, the
gamme.
Long scale. And I do all types of articulation. What I like to do is choose 1 scale per week, and then I get used to it every day a little bit more, and then you can see your progress, and the next week you change. And so I do all sorts of articulation. If I have a friend who plays flute, we play together, so we warm up together with these scales. That's a really fun thing to do. And after that, I move on to more specific exercises depending on what I have to play. But it can be sans filet, big intervals, things like that.
So did you like to play these things?
Yes. And I can really feel if I don't do it. I can feel.
If you don't play these exercises, you will feel something strange, right?
Yes, exactly. But very often when you work in the orchestra, you arrive before rehearsal, and I don't always take 1 hour to warm up. I usually take 15 minutes. So I do a short version, so a little bit of scales. So like 5 minutes of Bernard, 5 minutes of Tafanel, or 10 minutes of Tafanel, and then more specific things related to what part I have to play.
Your heart.
What is the difference between playing in orchestra and solo?
For me, 2 main differences. One is the energy that you need, how tired you can get, how long you can keep your energy. So in orchestra, you have to be extremely focused and give the best you can on 1 solo. Then you have tutti, and then you have solo. So in the tutti, you rely on your colleagues as well, and you find something collective. And then in the soli, you have to very focused, but you don't need to be like that the whole time. And when you play a concerto or when you play a solo sonata, you have to be super focused, but through the whole piece. It's like sports. You have to train to stay in that energy a little bit longer. And of course, in the orchestra, when you play tutti, you also have to be in the energy, but it's collective. So you get this energy from your colleagues. So it's a little less tiring in a sense. Of course, it's tiring in other ways. But yeah, for me, when I prepare a recital or a competition, then I'm surprised of, okay, I need to have all this energy because it's all on me. For someone who plays in an orchestra for a long time, yeah, it's a little effort to get back in that state of mind to play solo. Of course, musically, you're more responsible for the result of the whole piece. In the orchestra, you're responsible for your own part, and when you play solo, it's all on you. In a sense, more free. In another way, you have a bigger responsibility. It's also something you have to manage for yourself. How do I build from A to Z this sonata? In the orchestra, you have to think about it as well, but it relies on the conductor. So it's your job to feel his view and to try to play like he wants in the most convincing way possible. So you have to adapt a lot. You have to adapt also to your colleagues, to the oboe, to the second flute, to the clarinet, to the bassoon, to the strings. You have to always try to find a way to do it together. And when you play solo, you have to give the others your way. So if you play a Mozart concerto, you have to tell the conductor how you want it to sound, and in a way people rely on you, so that's also a musical responsibility that you have to take care of.
So which one did you prefer, playing orchestra or solo?
They are all great in their ways, but if I cannot live without orchestra.
Okay.
And I could live without solo, but I would be very sad, but I cannot live without orchestra.
Okay.
Love it till the end of time.
We have a little competition. It's about the long notes.
The long note.
Yeah. So, are you ready for it?
Yes, of course.
Did you know how long can you play for a note?
I don't know. I'm not very good at that, I should say.
Trust me,
It's true,
I'm
not
worse
good
on
at
this.
Eric, you have to let me win, no? Otherwise I will look really bad.
Can you start first?
Of course.
You can choose any notes. Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, it's so exciting. Okay. So.
Wait, let me do to warm up.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
42 seconds.
42.
Okay, now it's Eric's turn.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The same.
Okay.
42 seconds.
40 seconds.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We should play same note.
Same note?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be fair, right?
Okay.
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 So, we do it again! Choose one note! Josephine, you choose which note?
Yeah, let's try low G. Just wait.
Okay.
Thirty-nine seconds. Okay. Eric turn.
Which one?
G.
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 Okay.
Low G. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
46 seconds. Oh my god. So Eric win the long note competition, but you win the Nielsen competition. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay. Thanks for your interview.
We're very expecting you to come to Taiwan. Thank you very much for doing this with us.
I'm very much looking forward to coming to Taiwan.
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay. See you.
See you in Taiwan.
And bravo for winning the breathing competition.
Thank you.
订阅我们，打开小铃铛。
Oh my god.
You're so cute. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. So, see you.
See you.
soon. Bye.
Ciao.
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 没有想到你竟然赢了这个长音比赛，太夸张。
没办法，
哎，我觉得男生可能在先天上还是有一些优势。
我觉得我也算是登上世界级的舞台。
对，你赢得了长笛冠军，长音冠军。
我赢得了，对
对，然后人家是赢尼尔森大赛，
对。
我是比较想要你赢尼尔森大赛。我觉得他人真的非常 nice， 也给我们很多重要的一些练琴上面的建议。
没错，
对，我觉得非常重要。人家就是这样子练，然后得到世界冠军的。所以如果有任何长笛练习上面的问题，我觉得他讲的东西都非常的重要，都是大家打底子非常重要的，
而且是非常实际的问题。
对啊，我觉得非常的棒。然后非常期待他来台湾，然后表演这个音乐会，一定会非常赞。
对，记得6月18号。
6月18号，然后在那个泸州工学社，大家一定要去，因为我们两个也一定会去。
对，
太棒了，太棒了！这是，而且我觉得他的曲目挑选的非常好，非常适合学生去观赏，这都是大家常常在表演的
最经典的曲目。
最经典的曲目，我们两个很多首都有演过。
对啊，
对，我们一定要去朝圣一下。好，希望大家喜欢我们的影片，喜欢记得按赞分享，然后有任何问题都可以留言，我们会回复您。最后记得最重要的就是他说的，订阅我们，打开小铃铛，拜拜。
拜拜。